I'm at Caravan Salon and this is the 2023 range from Spanish manufacturer Ilusion. XMK690 motorhome. For something like this you're looking at around 75,000 euros. Around, it's a bit difficult to say because it depends on the options and the equipment that you opt for. So what have we got here? 7 meter class, or just under I should say. We've got at the back a German layout, a high German layout I would say, because the beds are quite high up, and the advantage of that of course is that it does give us all of this space down there under the beds. And so if you couldn't see that, and you probably couldn't, let's just open this up here. There's the ladder to get into bed, and there is your wardrobe, and look at all that space in there. And here as well we've got a fair bit of space. Now I've got to say one thing, Ilusion, it does use space to the maximum, and in the steps you can put space there, and here we've got drawers. And if you want to see the drawers from a different angle, lift this up and you can see once more plenty of space. Look at this, really is using space up to the max. So I think that is, for me, it's a very positive sign. This sort of German layout is now not used by many companies. You did see one or two like this with this bulgy thing in the middle. This bulgy thing is of course more storage, and there you go. Sides of the bed, you've got a little cubby hole there, and on the other side as well, and of course there is storage above. Okay, fridge is conveniently placed to allow you, whilst being in bed, so if you put your pillow here and your head there, and you'll be able to get your beer out without having to move too much. On the other hand, if you need to open the fridge whilst you're doing some cooking, for example, you can do it like this. Storage here for sort of spicy things or other things. Although it would be better, I think, with a cover. And there's plenty of space up there and reasonable ledge on that as well. 3 burners down here. Okay, sink is wide. Got benefits from a large plug hole, and down here we've got these drawers. I like these slide out things. I think they're very good. I've got one in my own van, and a bit more storage down there. So I've got to say this on the storage front. I think this, this is pretty good. Now, toilet and bathroom are together, but what we've got here is a rather deep shower, although it doesn't benefit from a domestic plug hole, and so I prefer a domestic one, because you can get a net for it, and a net catches all the stuff that just sort of gets in every time you wash yourself. Now I'm going to stand here, and the point of me standing here is I could go into the shower. In fact, I'll go into the shower. There you go. You see how much space is in here? Look at all that. Oh, it's a huge shower really. And there's also of course a door for it. Yeah. And within there, space to keep your smelly things. And once more, this could benefit from a cover. Got a single spare bed up there. Oh, and I didn't mention the sensible sliding door. And where's the sink? It's here. Now I've got my doubts about these sinks like that. Flat sink. I would have it in a bowl. I'd rather have a bowl. I mean, it looks modern and all the rest of it, but I don't think the motorhome is all that practical. It's one thing to have constant running water, and it's another thing to constantly trying to fill up with water. And so when you're off grid, water is at a premium. And this thing here's got a tank. I think the tank is 100 litres. Stand to be corrected on that one. There could be some more information in the description. But you know, if you've got 3 people in it, the van, then you've got to go easy if you're off grid and you don't know where your next water's coming from. Right, so you've got a spare bed up there. Standing under the spare bed now, let's see how much space there is. There's me under the bed. Right, 1.75 m, so it's about 188, something like that, clearance under the bed. So I think that's all right. Table is it's got a hard surface, which is supposed to be scratch proof and all sorts of other things. Crayon or something like that, I can't remember the name of it now. And table like this will actually go around in all ways, and it will actually also go down, and you could theoretically, I suppose, make some kind of you could make a bed out of it if you took the cushions off that and stuck them on there. Well, it wouldn't be a very big bed, but then again, it might be thought of a rather small person. And here we have got more power. And I like to see this used, like to see all spaces used for storage. And also this one here, got the XMK on this Perspex barrier ledge. That's great. You know, you can stick all your keys, your foreign coins, and all the junk you don't know what to do with can go up there. I think I said it was on a Fiat, but if I didn't, it's on a Fiat 6-speed. And of course there is a choice of engines, captain's chairs at the front, which will turn round if needed. Oh, here's a kitchen extension. And here's the garage. Right, so it's 685 millimeters long. That is it's over a metre anyway. I think it's 1035 centimeters in height, and 1035 millimeters, not centimeters, 1035, and huge garage, absolutely enormous. And through here, this is if you fancy using the kitchen, you might need some gas, and also the heating's via gas, so you've got 2 bottles that will go in there. And down there we've got access to the boiler. So so here we are. It's Caravan Salon 2022. So this is a 6-meter van, and the others are, I would say, either 6 or 7 meter class. This one here I think is particularly interesting because of the integrated foam, and anyway, you can see that in a different video. So thanks very much for watching. I hope you found that of interest. And if you did, then you might want to subscribe, and if you didn't, then you won't. So thanks for being here with me today, and all the best from me in Dusseldorf.